Hey guys, what's up? It's Ricardo, junkguysdfw.net. Today I wanted to shoot a video about your expenses in the junk removal business, okay? This is just an overall kind of monthly and day-to-day expense, how you're spending your money, okay? And I'm just gonna go and kind of give you an idea of how I do things, or how I used to do things in the past, and now I don't really have to that much because I make more money these days than I did in the past. And anyway, the point of this video was to kind of just give y'all, if you're just starting off in junk removal, just things to watch out for and things to be careful. Now, if you're wondering that why you make money every day, but then you go to the bank and you don't have no money in the bank, and there's really simple ways to fix this problem and really find out why you're spending so much money and why you don't have any money in the bank. Now, you're working 7 days a week or 6 days a week, but something's happening. And I'm going to tell you, your biggest expense could actually be three things, okay? Your employees can be a big deal, okay? That can be a huge deal. And any of your leads can be a big deal, especially home advisors and thumbtack can literally kill your business and you don't even know it, okay? I'm gonna explain that also to y'all too. Now I'm just getting my eraser here. I wanna explain how that would work and how they can easily rip you off, and some of the things, the techniques that they do, home advisor and thumbtack do to get more money from you. So we're just gonna go off on something for a monthly expense. So, and I'm gonna take these numbers in what I do. Okay, what I do. So my gas runs on a monthly basis about $1,200. We just put that down, $1,200 monthly. Now this usually goes from about $1,200 to $1,500. I mean, from $1,000 to $1,500. So I found a middle number of $1,200, and my dump fees are incredibly not that bad. They're about $900 a month. Okay, $900. You know, but for adding this, I'm just gonna make it an even number of $800, okay? So I can add a lot faster. Then my employees is something that's totally different. Since I subcontract a lot of my jobs, I have zero expense when it comes to employees, okay? But then a normal person might have a lot of expenses when it comes to this. But for me, I don't have that expense, so I'm just gonna put zero for myself. But for somebody else, we're gonna give a rough number of about $100 a day for 5 days to an employee, which is about $2,000 monthly, okay? $2,000 monthly. And then maybe you park your vehicle somewhere, maybe you have parking somewhere. We don't know, I literally don't know where you park your vehicle, but we're gonna assume that you have a few vehicles and you pay about $500 a month on parking. Now, this is just storage parking, and your expenses can grow a lot bigger when it comes to this. So overall, these are also called fixed expenses. You're going to spend this money regardless. You have to spend this money regardless to just stay in business, okay? So here we have $1,200, $800, that's $2,000, another that's $4,000, and then you have $4,500 right off the bat. So that's that big number, $4,500 right off the bat. And you know what? That's actually a pretty bad number. That's not a great number, but that's a big number for expenses. So imagine if you have these kind of expenses on a monthly basis, just to break even, you have to be doing about $1,150 weekly just to break even. That's you not making a dollar, okay? That's not making a dollar. But then let's go back. Let's go to, how are you going to make this money? Where are you going to get these jobs from? How? You haven't spent any money on getting any jobs. You haven't marketed. You haven't doing nothing. Now, I use my YouTube channel. I also use the history, kind of the longevity on my websites to get me ranked pretty high, okay? Plus, I'm on all the social media accounts, and a lot of people know my business. I have a lot of history with my customers, so I'm going to have that reoccurring customer, that customer that calls me all the time on a monthly basis, okay? So I call it that monthly customer. I'm going to tilt this just a bit this way and lean it this way. So these are the ones you want to be careful with. This is thumbtack and home advisor. Now, I don't use any of these, but I have friends that use them and always are calling me, hey, Ricardo, these companies are messing with me. They're charging me when I don't even use them. So I'm going to tell you a little about thumbtack and home advisor, how they work. And a lot of these websites, okay, Angie's List, Service Titan, Jobber, how they work. No matter what, as soon as you put the zip code of the area that you want to service, okay, what they tend to do is going to charge you for any leads or any jobs that are in that area. Because why? Because you've already told them, hey, I want to know if there's any jobs in this area. So they charge a fee of about $12 to $15 per job that they send. Now, they don't send you the address, they just tell you where it's at. They say, hey, this person wants this done, can you do it? That's, if you don't even have to accept it. As soon as it comes over your phone, it's accepted by you. Even though you want to bid, you do not want to bid on that job, you're going to get charged $12 to $15 for that job. Per job, only because, I'm going to tell you why. Because you didn't narrow your search down on their website, on how they do their little algorithm. You didn't narrow it down. So they're going to charge you regardless. Even if it comes over the phone, hey, we have a job here in Colleyville. Oh, I'll pass. 15 bucks. We have a job here in Fort Worth. Oh, I don't want that. I'm not even going to look at it. 15 bucks. No matter what, it's 15 bucks. Listen, it's $15, and then all of a sudden it starts adding really, really fast. So in one day that you didn't maybe not even make that much money, you can have a fee about $90 almost every single day. I've had people and friends of mine that says, hey, I got a bill just today of 200 bucks. And I'm like, what did you do? I didn't accept any jobs, but that's really where the pie is right there. And that's where they get you. Because see, guys, if you accept the job, okay, and this is the lead. This is called a lead, a click per lead. If you accept the lead, that's where they really, really lay it to you, okay, guys? They lay it to you that way, and I'm going to tell you why. It's because as soon as you say, yes, I want to see this person, I want to bid on this property, that's where they get you. It's $45 right off the bat. So automatically you spend $45 plus the 15, which is 60 bucks in total, and now you're gonna chase that lead down. So this is the great part about it, and this is how they really screw you over. Let's say that you didn't go and get that job. You put in your bid, but you didn't get that job, and you lost the job. You're still paying that 60 bucks, okay? And you do that maybe 4 times a day, that's $240. You lost every job, and you're gonna pay them $240. So these are actual numbers from a few junk removal companies that I know, friends of mine that I know, that get monthly bills. So this comes from DFW here, a junk removal company in DFW. They owe Thumbtack on a monthly basis about $2,500. Yeah, that's right. They owe Home Advisor another $2,000 on a monthly basis. And you know, Google AdWords ain't as bad as these two companies, but they owe them on a monthly basis about $700. Well, you know what? To make the numbers even, let's just say 500 bucks. That's why my adding's a lot easier. $500. Now, they also have this one bill, and it's called website maintenance. Okay, website maintenance is this bill that a company promised you to rank you high on Google. They promised you they would fix your social media. They made you this website and this and that and blah, blah. They promised you the world. And on a monthly basis, they charge you an astonishing $500 for not doing absolutely nothing, okay? Now, I don't know if anybody works with these companies, but these companies right here are similar to the companies above, Thumbtack and Home Advisor. They use different techniques, but they get your money. Oh yeah, they get your money. See guys, for the longest time what happens is that you've been working with Thumbtack, you've been working with Home Advisor, and you've been seeing this money. And how it works is really simple. It's really simple. See, Thumbtack gives you a lead on Monday, but you don't have to pay him for that lead until the next Monday. So you're always a week behind your bills. No matter what, you're a week behind. You'll have $4,000 in the bank and you're like, yeah. Hey, I just made another $8,000. I'm gonna have $1,200. But then you check your bank account and you still have the same $4,000 in the bank. It doesn't actually ever grow. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because every Monday you're getting those jobs, you're making money that Monday, and then the next week they're taking the money that you owe them for those jobs that they gave you. Now imagine that on a monthly occurrence, how many jobs they're giving you and how many times they're taking $2,500 from you and $2,000. And here's the great thing about it, okay? Here's how they really screw you. Is that these companies, when they charge you that, they're not guaranteeing you the job. You have to get that job yourself. Why? You have to bid low. So here's what's happening. You got junk removal A and junk removal B, and they're bidding against the same job. That's only $150. You're spending $60 to get that $150 job, and now it's dropped down to $90, okay? And I'm gonna tell you why. Because it costs 60 bucks. It costs $45 for the lead, for winning the lead. for bidding on the lead, and another $15 because they showed you the lead. So that's 60 bucks. So at $150 job, subtract the 60 bucks. Now it's 90. But then you have to bid low. You have to bid low. So you and junk removal A and B are fighting for that job. So then you just say, you know what, man? I can do the job for 100 bucks. Okay. So you win the job. Let's just say you extraordinarily win the job. I'm going to do it for $100. Subtract the 60 that I make. Now I'm going to make 40 bucks, but you forgot one thing, and that are these expenses. You still have gas. You still have dumping. You still have employees. You still have parking. These are other expenses that you didn't take in consideration. Oh, by the end of the week, guys, don't forget, at the end of the month, you still have to pay Google AdWords, your website maintenance, home advisor. You're paying Thumbtack. I mean, they're charging you 60 bucks for that lead. But imagine that reoccurring every day, 5 days a week. Okay? Every day, you're bidding against these jobs that are supposed to be $400 to $500, and you're bidding $300 just to try to win the bid. And why? Because psychologically and mentally, your mind starts going, man, I'm gonna lose this job. I gotta bid lower. I know it's worth $500, but nobody's gonna bid $300. And then you bid $300 and you lose it. But guess what? You don't have to worry about losing it because someone outbids you. They went $250, and guess how much they're making money off that job? Nothing. Long term, this is how these companies hustle you, okay? This is how Thumbtack and Home Advisors, Angie's List, Service Site, and Jobber would eventually hustle you. They look at you down long term. They're going to bleed you and suck you of everything that you have for right now because you're not educated, you're not smart enough to understand that long term they're sucking you dry. It's taking you months and maybe even years to realize, man, I'm doing all this work. I'm paying my bills, but things are catching up. I can't take my kids to Disneyland. I can't buy my wife that Dooney and Burke purse. I can't buy that, that new mattress that I want. You're realizing you're missing out on things. Why? Because mentally, you're trying to catch up every week. Every Monday, or every 7 days out. Well, I owe them 7 days. That's cool. They'll take out. I'm going to make money Friday and Saturday and Sunday. I'll make money. I don't have to worry about Mondays. Well, I'm going to make money Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. After you start realizing it, they take the money out on Monday again, and you're catching up again, and then you're going. And that is a cycle of money, okay? That's what I call washing that money. You're washing, you're trying to keep hold of those bills, and you're kind of understanding, you're grabbing here for mortgage, you're grabbing here for car payments, you're grabbing here for your business gas, your business dumping, your employees, your parking, and you don't realize that you're not paying your bills on time, such as electric. You're not paying your water bills. Why? I'm telling you why. Because these companies are taking a big lump sum of your money. Okay, now, let's get down to the nitty gritty in it, okay? So I want to get down to this. This is important. So right here, it's $4,500 plus another $500. That's $45 plus $5,000, $5,500. So over here, you're spending $5,500, and this, incredibly, is just to get jobs. Just to get jobs. This has nothing to do with your truck and your fixed expenses. These are extra supplemental expenses that you got because you need to work. You need to make money, and you just never realize it. There they are. So you take this one, and you take this one, and you add them together, and you have an astonishing $10,000 in expenses every month. And that's how you can lose your business really quick. That's how you lose your business really, really quick. $10,000 in expenses. I'm going to tell you how much that is. For all those people not doing math really good, I'm going to tell you how much that is, guys. I'm going to show you how much that is. So we're going to take this down. We've already added that expenses are $4,500. I'm going to write this stuff all the way down again. These are your fixed expenses. Your fixed expenses was $4,500. Fixed was $4,500 bucks. And we knew what that was. That was the gas and all that other stuff that I added. And then you have your marketing. Now I did a cardinal sin over here. I wrote with two different markers, so I messed up really bad. And now Home Advisor is stuck. So we're going to take this really fast, and I'm going to show you all this, how this works out. Over here, your marketing fees, and we're just going to say market. Okay. Came out to $5,500. Holy cow. And this number can get just thrown crazy. Sometimes it could be way more than that. So overall, your expenses just to run your business on a monthly basis is expenses of $10,000. I'm going to write that out. Dollars. Holy moly. That is your expenses on a monthly basis. And guess what? You're not guaranteed these jobs. You're not even guaranteed the jobs, guys. That's what I'm trying to let y'all understand. I've always talked about this in the past, about how companies can hustle you and how they get you. But imagine how much you got to make on a monthly basis, and we're going to break this money down easily, okay? So, if you know, there are 4 weeks in 1 month, okay? So 1 month usually has 4.5 weeks. We're just going to say this is a smaller month. It only has like 25 days, okay? Something like that. And it has 4 weeks. So the first week, the second week, the third week, and the fourth week. Just to pay your expenses, only to pay your expenses, okay? You got to sell $2,500 a week. And that is $10,000. That would be good enough for you to pay Angie's List, Home Advisor, Thumbtack, everybody, Google, everybody, and have your trucks running and everything like that too. Now, your expenses might differ from my expenses, but I wanted to use my expenses, okay? Now, I want to show y'all something else, okay? How much is this daily, okay? So that's another number right there. And I'm going to do my math really fast, but that's about $600. 6 times 5 is 3. Let me say 6 times 4, 24. Okay, 6 days, that's about $400 every day. Okay, every day times 6 days a week is $2,400. And we'll just rough it at that. We said $2,500. So each day, for 6 days, you got to make $400 profit. See, that's where y'all don't seem to understand. You have to make $400 profit, but is it really profit? No, guys, listen. So let's take that in consideration. Catch on, Sue. $400 to profit, okay? This is not sales. This is not you going to make, hey, I have 4 jobs, each job is $100 a piece. That is $400. No, there's expenses in that. There's gas, those fixed expenses that we talked about earlier. Gas, dumping, employees, storage. Those are always going to be fixed expenses, and you have to subtract that number from here. Okay? You have to subtract that number from the $400 in sales. And let's say that monthly, let's just go on a day, okay? $50 in gas, $50 in gas, $50 in dumping, and this number's higher in other states, by the way. And then another $100 for the employee, because you got to pay somebody, right? So we're doing dump, and you're doing gas, and we're doing employee, and then $10 for storage. We don't know how much it would be, okay? So let's take that number now in consideration. That's your expenses. That's $210 on a daily basis just to leave in your truck. So that's in case you have to dump. Now, the gas is a permanent deal. It's a fixed expense. You have to $210. You subtract $210 from this, and honestly, your profit margin was $190. That right there will not pay that. I'll tell you what will pay this is if you add that number, about $600. So now your number on a weekly basis has to be $600 to pay that daily. You have to sell $600 and make $600 profit daily. Why? Well, easily. You subtract $190, which were your expenses over here. I mean, your expenses, I'm sorry, $210 right here. You subtract that number from here, and you're going to get $310. And that $310 is still not enough. Holy shit. Yeah, it's still not enough. So, okay, so the number's wrong, actually. I made an error here, so we're going to have to sell more than that. You know, I'm glad that I'm doing this and that mistake is here so I can kind of tell y'all how it's working out, okay, guys? Whew. Man, my math is not that great. So 410, you have to walk out with $400 to pay this on a daily basis. But what's your expenses? You subtract 210 from $400. So you actually have to attach these $210 to that, which would make it $610. That's what you have to sell in sales daily. Okay, daily. Now we're just taking this number. Of course, this number is a made-up number. Don't worry about that. Don't get all stressed out and go crazy because this isn't tallying out right. Okay, this is $610, and then you take your expenses of $210, and then that's $400, and that's how that works out. And that is how much you have to do just to pay that. Oh, guess what? By the way, with all these numbers that I'm doing, you made nothing. You just paid your bills. That's all you did. Your wife, that Dooney and Burke purse, or that Gucci purse that she wants, or Louis Vuitton high heels that she wants, you're not going to be able to afford that. You could forget about paying your bills too, like your electric at home, your mortgage. You're not making any money. So in order for you to make any money, just shoot for like $1,200 daily. Double that. That's pretty sad. A lot of people don't understand that, okay? A lot of people don't understand what's going on with their money. Guys, it is easy to get lost in this table. It is easy to know why you're not making any money. And I mean, to lose containment of why you're not making money. You can lose this really, really quick. And the whole theory that you're making $10,000, here's a great thing. I tell people all the time, my friends are always telling me, man, I sold $25,000 in sales this month. $25,000, and I made $25,000. And you see this on Facebook all the time. These people are always on Facebook. They're bragging, hey, I made $25,000 this month in sales. Okay, so how much was your profit? Oh, I don't know. I spent about maybe $10,000. Okay, you spent $10,000. Cool. So what did you spend $10,000? Oh, I'm not sure, but it's about close to. Listen, if you don't know your numbers, then you don't know business, okay? You don't know business at all, okay? This is really easy to get lost. To make $25,000 in sales, I'm going to tell you something. That number better go up. These expenses better go up because you're working almost every day. If you want to get an idea of how much $25,000 is in sales, that's $1,000 a day for 25 days straight. By the way, you have no expenses yet. You haven't subtracted any expenses. You haven't made net profit or any kind of profit whatsoever. There is nothing. All you've done is sales. What are your fixed expenses? Find out what your fixed expenses are for this number. How much did you spend on gas? Fixed expense. How much did you spend on employees? That's a big time fixed expense. How much did you find on dumping? And where the hell are you parking your truck? Parking. That's really important too, guys. Think about what I'm saying. This is really basic math. This is basic math. You sold $25,000 in sales. That's how much you went out there for 25 days. You made $1,000 a day. Oh, by the way, you work 7 days a week, just to let you know that. What was your fixed expenses on gas? What was it? Was it maybe, we'll throw a number up there and say it was, you spent a lot of gas. You made $2,000. That's a lot of gas, by the way. I might be exaggerating. My wife just giving him. And your employee cost was a phenomenal number. Of course, he worked 25 days a week. 25 days straight. So you're going to have to pay him $100 a day. That's $2,500. Okay. And the dumping fees, you're going to be dumping. Listen, guys, if you're making that much money, you're dumping. Oh, you're dumping a lot. And you're dumping about maybe 8 times a week, sometimes twice a day, okay? So I'm just going to tell you, especially if you have your one truck, you're dumping a lot more times. Now, in what state are we dumping? Are we dumping $75 a day? That's $300 in 4 days. Let's just throw $300 and let's say $400, 25 days, $1,600 in dump fees. Man, dude, this can add up really quick. Okay, so, and your parking is $400. That way my math is a lot easier. So let's take that number again and hit it against the $2,500. Let's just hit it against $2,500 and see how it goes. So there we got 2,000. We got $2,500. That's $4,500. 45 plus 16 plus 45, 4, 5. That's to $6,000. Four, 6,500 bucks. So that number is 6,500 bucks. Fixed expenses. Fixed. You have no choice but to pay it. Fixed expenses is $6,500. Here's the great part about it. How much did it cost you to make $25,000? See, the more that you press these companies, not organically, but the more you press these companies, the more they're going to charge you. So your fixed expenses was over here at $6,500, and now you owe Angie's List $4,500, or Thumbtack, or Google, whatever you want to call it. But listen, you still have the website maintenance. Don't worry about that, because they're going to screw you on that every month. And you paid another $3,000 because you got a few hustles off House Call Pro or Angie's List or Home Advisor. So you know what? We're going to break it down. This is going to be Thumbtack right here. And this is going to be maintenance. And this is going to be Google AdWords. And the last one would be Home Advisor, because you have Home Advisor for some reason. Home Advisor, and that's another $2,000. Yeah, he gets that bad really quick. So, but listen, you made $25,000, so it doesn't really matter, right? So here, let's take this number. This is $5,000. That's $5,000. 45. That's another $1,000. 5,000. That's $10,000. $16,500. $16,500. You take $16,500, and I'm going to give you a rough estimate: 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That is $9,000, somewhere around $9,000. $8,500. That's what you're taking home. That is your profit for 1 month. Yep, you're taking that home. $8,500, or are you? Because see, most people have this theory that they don't have a mortgage. Oh, they don't pay for the trucks. They don't pay for the insurance and everything. All that stuff comes right out of this number right here. All that stuff comes out of here. You have insurance. You have your truck payment. I don't know what that is. You have water bill at home. You have your mortgage, your house. You have a cool car because you're fucking making money, guys, right? Oh, you're paying your wife's car too. What could it be? $500 there, $500, that's $1,000 interest, $3,000, $1,300. Truck payment $700. That's $1,000, $2,000. Water bills $200, $2,200. Something else. Subtract all that from that. And what's your real number? Don't get lost in this, guys. I'm trying to explain this the best way I can and make it possible. Expenses can kill your business really quick. Working for companies like Home Advisor, Google AdWords, especially if you don't know what you're doing, can legitimately just kill your business. So always think about what your fixed expenses are. Always think of how much you're spending on a monthly basis. Be careful. Don't overspend. A lot of people tend to overspend, okay? And a lot of people make that mistake because they're making $10,000 or $5,000 in a job. But how often do you make those $5,000? It's not going to cure something if you have too many expenses. Overall, your expenses will kill your business, okay? It will. It will hurt your business long term. You won't see it short term, but long term, it will get you, okay? Guys, I hope you like this video. I try to give it to you as rough as I can. I just wanted to go kind of off the cuff, just trying to tell y'all that this is the way things are done, okay? This is the way money is managed, and if you don't manage it right, you can lose your business really quick. I made a big mistake. This is permanent marker. I'm gonna get in trouble. So I found this thing in junk removal and all that stuff in the junk removal. All right, guys, thanks for staying tuned. if you like these videos, subscribe to the right side. On the left side, check out my other videos. I'll talk to you later.